Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact Blessing the Airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the SBTV Nation. It is Sunday, June 18th, and it's Father's Day. Dream is in the house. I'm here with my boy, the Mad Hatter. What's going on, y'all?
Happy Father's Day to you, player.
Hey,
How's it going,
happy
man?
Father's Day to everybody. And just to let you guys know the significance of Father's Day, we took Mother's Day off, but we're here on Father's Day.
Well, it says on Twitter, right now it's trending, dads everywhere are being spoiled. Well, you know what, Trey? I got to be honest with you. I was a little spoiled yesterday. My bride bought us tickets to the Mets Nats yesterday.
Yes.
She rented a really big truck, one of those Ford Expeditions.
Yes.
We had a good time, man. We went up there. We tailgated first of all, we get up there and it's pouring rain. I'm like, oh, this sucks. You know, so we get out. We put the tent up because I have one of the big canopy tents. We put that up. Got soaking wet. And then like 20 minutes later, it was clear as day, man. And we had a good time. We had a real good time up there.
We had a better time than the New York Mets did as they got pummeled.
New York Metropolitans fell down early, right out the gate, and just couldn't seem to come back, man. So I mean, it was good. I saw a Cespedes home run, saw some other things happening there, and I got a chance to have a drink with my boy Irvin too. He was there.
Oh, yeah, Irv hit me up on Friday, told me that he was going out there. He was wondering if I was coming, and I told him that I was not coming to a Met game. And sorry.
Well, you know what, man? So, we're looking at the baseball diamond here. We're talking about some things, and big shout out to my man Weaver, Scott Weaver, that came on yesterday. We had a really good time just talking baseball back and forth. And we had a good time talking about how the Toronto Blue Jays had no business giving all that juice to the Chicago White Sox. Not only did the White Sox win, but they won by 3 runs. So
I just want to talk about the volatility of baseball right now. Because, listen, I got to be honest with you right now. I usually don't feel baseball. Understand that. And baseball is not my thing. Understand that. However, that being said, I do still sometimes play baseball, okay, and enjoy it. This season, forget it, dude. It has been so inconsistent, so off the wall. The only thing that's popping is the Colorado Rockies, which sounds crazy to me. I mean, I don't get baseball right now. Do you have any type of answers or explanations? Teams that are supposed to win don't win. Teams that are supposed to lose win. You can't even series bet. Please explain what is going on with baseball.
it's the same thing every year, Dream. You're just a little bit more entrenched into it now. It's 162 games. These guys take their foot off the gas time and time again, man. It happens.
I just don't feel like it's been this much parity. I should use, and actually, I don't consider it parity. Like you said, it seems like teams are taking time off, and I just have not. I don't remember a season where there's just been, usually there's a few teams that you could kind of hold your hat on and just, say, hey, throw a little loot on them. They're going to run it. They'll run their course, and it's going to be nice. This year, there's like no one. I don't know who you like. I don't know who's dope.
I've been having success with this D-backs team.
Okay.
I've been doing well with them. I mean, they're 500 on the road, which is all you could ask from them. And, I mean, they did beat the Phillies yesterday, and the Phillies are pretty bad at home. So, you know what? Myself and Weaver both agreed on that one, that the Arizona D-backs would work. And sure enough, they won 5-1 yesterday, Dream.
Okay.
And you could bet against the Mets, too.
And the D-backs have been decent, but in spots this week, the Mets have won. I mean, I watched this week the landscape of the whole thing and how it shaped out. I mean, when you expected teams to lose, they won. When you expected teams to win, they lost. You know, it just seems like you can't. You know, the thing with football, the Patriots play, you know, the Cleveland Browns. It's, are they going to cover the spread? Not, are they going to win? Okay? It's, are they going to cover the spread? With baseball, it's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Well, we did also talk about the Houston Astros. I didn't want to play the game, but they did their thing over the Boston Red Sox, and we also talked about the Pirates. You know, Jake Arrieta's just not doing it this year, and you know, you get this team as a home team dog in that situation versus the Cubs. I mean, the Cubs are one game under 500 now. I don't know if you realize how, like, if the Cubs do not win that division, Dream,
yes,
they're not making the playoffs. I really don't think so.
That's okay. I hear you. I'm not gonna go do toe to you with that because obviously I'm not. Listen, I've seen the Cubs this week. By the way, they were on a great streak. I don't know what happened, but it all went bad, and then it just has been getting progressively worse now all of a sudden. So I don't really know what their situation is and what's up with them. I just don't really get baseball. The Braves are all of a sudden winning, you know, and I thought they sucked.
Yep.
Okay. You know, Milwaukee was on a little bit of a tear and then wanted to, I mean, they lose the series to the Padres or about to lose it anyway. I just can't make any sense of it. And I watched it hard this week because obviously, gang, you know, and now that I already vented that, let's talk about some positive things. Okay. First of all, I haven't been on since the Pittsburgh Penguins won the Stanley Cup.
Right.
And I haven't been on since the Golden State Warriors won the NBA Finals. So let's take off our hats and have a big round of applause for what we did there because those were both awesome spots. And I got hats off to you because obviously futures game is your game. You turned me on to futures, and it's been very, very profitable this season and very dope the way everything has panned out this season to work for me as far as those two particular series are concerned. And actually, you know, I tweeted out, this has been a great 16 to 17 for futures.
Oh, yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Right on. And big shout out to Fast Eddie, man, with that Dream, the black one. Black girl. Damn. Black girl's off the chain. Definitely. So, good morning to everybody. We are the SBTV Nation, and we're just running through a little bit of sports. Dream, the Golden State Warriors and Kevin Durant. We talked about him being the MVP, and sure enough, boom, worked out.
Man, listen, dude. I know, you know, we come on here and do a babble, and I know y'all, you know, kind of like, oh, them SBTV guys are crazy, but you know, the foundation of this thing, it's been pretty solid as far as I'm concerned because, like I said, I'm just going to run over the resume real quick. The NFL hit the Super Bowl, murdered the playoffs, all right? The NCAA, we hit the football because Auburn won. Yeah, Auburn. Because Auburn won. Clemson. We murdered Clemson. We talked about Clemson beginning of the football season. We had Weave on beginning of football talking about how we expected that to happen and they should be the forefront. Now, mind you, it did get shaky throughout the season with Clemson, but at the beginning of the season, we definitely had confidence that Clemson was going to go back and win it again. So we talked about that as well. We got on, we talked about, you know, I started with North Carolina at the beginning of the NCAA tournament. I talked about them going into that tournament and talked about, I think, in their last 2 weeks or 3 weeks of basketball, just how dominant they looked and how explosive and how I thought that they had what it takes to win. Just didn't trust Roy Williams in particular. We also moved on to the Stanley Cup. We talked about the Pittsburgh Penguins. I had a little love with the Sharks, but, you know, I thought it was very clear to me that the Pittsburgh Penguins were going to be the team to beat this season, just with the whole package that they had as far as experience, talent, the whole realm of everything that they brought to the table as far as hockey was concerned. And then we moved into basketball. Basketball was up and down. Beginning of the season, it was very, prevalent that the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavs were going to meet each other in the finals. So, I mean, that's not being a genius. That's just, to me, smart. I mean, we knew that. You pointed that out right in the beginning. Let's take the Cavs.
It was minus 150. Or what? I mean, I don't like usually laying all that juice, but minus 150 wasn't bad for that.
No, not at all. Not at all bad for that. So, I mean, that wasn't any, to be a genius, just kind of, a solid play. And then, I like the Golden State Warriors, as they made their run and as they got better towards the end of the season. And as we watched Cleveland have some struggles and, ups and downs with them, they lost home court advantage. Some other things were going on with them. I just felt the Golden State was going to be too much for them. And looking at Game 5, Game 4 just leaves a salty taste in my mouth.
Why is that?
Because to me, Golden State, they just gave up Game 4.
They wanted to win it in Oracle.
I know, but that's, you're not supposed to do that as professional athletes, as a professional basketball team. It just, that's a bad look on their part. And you look at Game 4, and it's like they gave up and didn't try and really didn't care, went through the motions. Golden State should have swept the Cavs.
Should have swept the whole thing. I mean, they only lost one game throughout that entire
That's
Western
what I'm saying.
Conference
They should have swept the Cavs. And that whole, conspiracy theory guys have a little bit more fuel to their fire, as far as, what's behind the scenes with these. But, they just didn't play, up to potential Game 4. And, that's not the greatest of tastes to leave in a person's mouth, when you watch a sporting event. It's just not a good look to me as far as I'm concerned. But they definitely dialed in Game 4, but ended up coming out and winning Game 5 like they were supposed to.
Got it. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, I looked at it, and it just painted a better picture for Game 5, to go and hammer the Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean?
It did. And I mean, we did get on top of that, too. I even took them minus the 8. And, it did. You're right. It did paint a good picture. But to me, that Game 4 thing, it just, because they should have swept the Cavs. They honestly were just hands down a lot better than the Cavs. And one of the biggest things, their endurance. Their endurance and their conditioning, I don't care what anybody says, that played a big factor in that series. The Cavs look great playing against the bums in the East. Meanwhile, Golden State's playing these teams in the West, and you're running up and down the floor, and you're staying conditioned, and you're playing at a high level. Mm-hmm. And then now you bring the Cavs up against Golden State, and it's just like, Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Speaking of,
like the way I segued into that.
Yeah, no doubt. Speaking of, the fight's going to happen, brother.
I cannot still believe that this fight is going to happen.
It's going to happen August 26th.
I know. I've heard the hoopla. I've seen it. I know the contracts have been signed. Something in my head still saying it's not going to happen, but it looks like it is. I mean, what do you make of it, Hat?
It's a circus show, brother. It's a circus show, but it's a circus show that's going to generate a lot of dollars. It's going to generate more than Pacquiao, I believe.
I don't know what people want to. I don't know what people actually are looking for. What do you? To me, I can't see it even being competitive.
That's like Rocky 3 with Thunder Lips. Remember that when a wrestler was fighting a boxer? It's like that. I know. I mean, you got a fighter versus a boxer. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, maybe. I think Conor's going to get smoke showed, to be honest with you. I mean,
people must think, because I love the media's already started. ESPN's already started with bets are coming in on Conor McGregor. Because, by the way, I've been noticing ESPN and the media have been kind of pushing some things in a few different directions. First of all, before Game 3 in the NBA Finals, before Game 3, all of a sudden a story comes out that Golden State would lose $22 million if they swept the series. Did you see that story?
Yeah.
I tweeted it.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. That was very interesting that they put that story out at that particular time, right then and there. A lot of money ended up going on the Cavs for Game 3 based on that particular media installment. So when we do say that Vegas, when people say that Vegas, they know what's going on or they're doing this, I won't say that they're fixing the game, so to say, But they're manipulating some stuff because that was the timing of that all was kind of crazy to me. I thought it was very bizarre and very interesting, but that did move quite a bit of money on the Cavs, then only for the Cavs to win game 4.
Yep.
Okay, so now yesterday I go on ESPN or the day before, I'm not sure, and it says a lot of money is coming in on Conor McGregor. Like, who is betting on Conor McGregor?
The dog players. They're getting at plus 700s, those plus 600s.
No, stop wasting your money.
What if he wins though, Dream?
Hack,
You haven't seen Money Mayweather fight in a while.
Hack, can you please stop?
You know what's going to happen? I think Mayweather's going to keep just dancing around, and McGregor's going to get gassed. I think
That's what he's going to do. I mean, you know, we already know what's going to happen. And this is the part that makes it stupid and why they just go ahead and have a Mayweather-Pacquiao too and stop playing, because Mayweather is going to run around the ring.
Yep.
McGregor's going to get frustrated. Mayweather's going to pop him in the face with all kinds of rights and lefts and jabs and keep distance. And McGregor's never going to be able to get close. And it's just going to be stupid. And then at the end of the fight, of course, McGregor's going to say, hey, if it was a UFC fight, I beat him. And it's just dumb.
Yeah. I get it. Well, a lot of people out there trying to get that dog money, Dream.
Yeah, I think
you get better. What's that?
Keep hope alive.
I think you get way better dog money in baseball, which is what we're going to go right into.
I don't know. I not on a consistent basis. You can't.
Oh man. Well, let's have a conversation. I mean, if you're betting dogs, you're doing pretty well. Let's go right into it, dude. 1 o'clock.
Hold on. Let me look at yesterday for a minute. Okay, so if you're betting dogs, you're doing pretty.
Yes.
Let's take a look at yesterday.
White Sox was the biggest dog of the day.
Okay.
All right. The Oakland Athletics sweeping the Yankees right now?
It's not a sweep. The Yankees won one game, didn't they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, the Yankees won one game.
I don't know. I think the Yankees have been. I think the Yankees, they've lost 5 in a row, Dream. So no.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. 100%. All right. So moving on to the rest of it here, just looking at what went down yesterday as far as underdogs. The Padres beat the Brewers. You had the Angels beat the Royals. You had the Pirates beat the Cubs. So definitely a lot of underdogs came to form yesterday.
Okay.
So let's see if we can get more underdog money today as we break down what's going on. Are you going to run down the card?
Let's run down the card. Because, I mean, we do have a lot, but we got time, and we don't have any other sports. So let's run down the card. You can give me a blow for blow on what your thoughts are. You know, if it's booty, just say, okay, keep it moving, and we'll keep it moving. And then other than that, we'll hear just I want to hear some of your thoughts on this, because I'm just trying to get a feel for this thing, because I'm vested in baseball now, but I'm not. I haven't been able to want to be vested in more than $10.
All right, go for it.
Right out of the gate, we're going to open up with the Chicago White Sox playing the Toronto Blue Jays, gang. It's a 1:07 Eastern Standard Time start. So 1 o'clock, James Shields taking the mound for the White Sox, 1-0 with a 1.62 ERA, going against J.A. Happ, 1-4 with a 4.31 ERA. Give me your thoughts on this particular match.
Man, you know what? I mean, I'm looking at this line, and I just see a sub-500 team giving all that juice to a team that's really not much different record-wise.
Okay.
You know, J.A. Happ and the Toronto Blue Jays, I have a feeling, and I have an instinctual feel that they're going to win the game today. I'm probably not going to get involved in it just because the juice is so heavy, and you do have a home team, you know, maybe a run line in that particular situation. I think the Jays get all up on big game Shields today and get it done. I may not play it, though. So that's where I'm at. Where you at next?
All right, next we're going to go to Tampa Bay Devil Rays. They're playing the Detroit Tigers. It's in Detroit, 1:10 Eastern Standard Time start. The Devil Rays are putting Fiaria on the mound. He's 2-0 with a 1.42 ERA. And the Detroit Tigers are putting Buck Farmer on the mound. He is 2-0 with a 3.52 ERA. Give me some thoughts on this.
I don't like the game at all.
Okay.
At all. You know what? It's just both of these teams. I mean, the Tigers have definitely I mean, they're failing expectations this year. I mean, they're 3 games under 500. Still, I mean, the Central stinks. So they do have a shot at still emerging in that division. But right now, they're too up and down for me. I can't mess with the Tigers. Not interested. So keep it moving.
All right. The LA Dodgers are playing at 1 o'clock. They're playing the Cincinnati Reds. Medea is taking the mound for the Dodgers. Kenta Medea is taking the mound for him. He was their bright future, but hasn't really been that bright this season. 4-3 with a 4.95 ERA. Your boy Bronson Arroyo is taking them out for the Cincinnati Reds. 3-5 with a 7.01 ERA. This game's at 110. Dodgers are 18-16 on the road, and the Reds are 19-17 at home.
I feel this is going to be a lower scoring game than everybody thinks. You got a total of 11 runs here. I mean, I know both pitchers, you got one that's close to 5 and the other one with an ERA of 7, but you know what? A lot of runs scored yesterday. I think I'm going to go with an under in that. I think I'm going to take the under in that game. 11 runs is a lot, guys. Let's see. What's next?
Pat, 11 runs is a lot, but let me ask you a question. Wednesday, didn't the Minnesota Twins put up 20?
Yeah, there's a lot of runs scored. There was a 20 spot.
What was that?
Hey, just kept going, man.
All right, 1 p.m. The New York Mets are putting Jacob deGrom on the mound. They're going up against the Nationals. They're putting Joe Ross on the mound for Washington. Washington is 24-12 away. They've been pretty good on the road.
Yeah.
The Mets, dreadful at home, 16-23. They're decimated with injuries. deGrom has been a bright spot, though, this season. It hasn't gotten a ton of run support, but he is 5-3 with a 4.33 ERA. Ross 3-2 with a 6.39 ERA. Thoughts on this?
Oh, man. You know what? Seems like every time Joe Ross pitches, it seems like he gets a lot of run support, but still has a 3-2 record because he has a 6.39 ERA. The Metropolitans minus 130, huh?
Can't do it.
I can't do it. After what I saw yesterday, I mean, there was a little bit of excitement. I mean, they were trying to come back in the bottom of the 8th inning and all that, but Cespedes was good. Yeah, not a big Granderson fan.
Still
to be honest with you.
not doing it. No. I know. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was just such a great leadoff man. I just don't know. But you know what? It's the Mets are. You can't bet the Mets these days. Especially, I mean, you got deGrom on the bump. You're at home. I get it. But you have a losing record at home, and you're facing the first place Washington Nationals. Damn. It's almost appetizing to take the Nats, but I'm not going to do it.
All right.
Go next.
Here we go. Your team, the Cubbies, putting John Lackey on the mound. Cubs are 13-19 on the road. The Pirates are 19-17 at home. John Lackey takes the mound for the Cubs. He is 4-7 with a 5.26 ERA going up against Jamison Talon. He's 3-1 with a 2.90 ERA. You like this Pittsburgh Pirate team, and so do I.
I do. I'm just see what's happening now is the lines are starting to adjust a little bit with the Cubs because the Cubs have been, I mean, absolutely destroying bankrolls. If you're chasing the Cubs, God, you're brutalized. Just a $100 bet alone, you're down $1,237 if you bet the Cubs every single day.
Right.
Wow. I mean, and you look at, Lackey's lost his last 2 starts as well. I'm going to stay away from this, though, because this is a game I think the Cubs can steal. And I'm just not interested. Where you at next?
All right. We're going to go to the Cardinals. Cardinals-Orioles is a 1:35 Eastern Standard Time start. It's in Baltimore. Baltimore is 22-11 at home. The Cardinals are 13-18 on the road. St. Louis is putting Lance Lynn on the mound. He's 5-3 with a 2.69 ERA. Ubaldo Jimenez is going for the Orioles, and he is 1-2 with a 6.17 ERA. This might be a nice home dog spot.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Ubaldo Jimenez has been
got
brutal.
any magic still left, or is he out of gas?
Ubaldo Jimenez, no good, man. I mean, he's got an ERA close to 7, kid.
Okay.
And, St. Louis can explode at any time. I'm looking at these totals, Audrey. I mean, this total's 10.5.
Yeah, I see it.
I see a lot of 9s. I see 10s. I see 11s. I see 12s. Wow.
Well,
a lot of high totals
Rick
this year.
Lopez has been hitting me up and has told me that overs have been popping in baseball.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe
Overs
it.
have been popping in baseball. So apparently they're making the adjustments and they're bringing these things to 10s and high 9s now because the overs have just been so prevalent right now.
Well, you know what? It's probably. I mean, they've been hot, but
Okay.
what goes up must come down, brother.
So
At
you're not
some
feeling
point,
you like the under in the spot.
at some point, you're going to start catching some unders here.
Well, the pitcher's been dreadful. The other thing is, you know what? Everybody's on the DL.
Yeah, right. Good point.
So you get cats in that don't know what they're doing.
It was split yesterday. I'm looking at unders and overs. It looked like it was pretty much split yesterday,
Okay.
to be honest with you. So, where you at next?
All right, Marlins Braves. This is should we even bother?
No. My boy Joe Everett saying bet Cardinals money line and fade Ubalo.
Fade Ubalo.
Fade Ubalo. All right. Yeah, no.
We're gonna go Diamondbacks, Phillies. I like this Diamondback team too. I've been having some success with them this season as well. Robbie Ray's taking the mound for them. He's been absolutely off the charts this season.
Yep.
7-3 with a 2.62 ERA going up against Ben Lively, which is 1-1 with a 3.00 ERA. Ben Lively, remember Blake Lively? Anybody who remembers the movie Majority Report? This little trivia for you out there. Minority Report, it is, I believe it's called, with Tom Cruise, Blake Lively.
All right, so you got no weather to worry about out here. The pitching for the Arizona D-backs has been very strong this year, man. I think their team ERA is like super low.
Sure.
Looking at them minus 151, I don't love it so much.
Okay.
This is more of a, and guys, be careful if you're betting favorites out there because this is one of those days where, it's Father's Day, it's Sunday. You can catch probably. I would check your rosters and your starting lineups for sure, because you can get some guys sitting, especially if they've been playing 4, 5, 6 games in a row. I would check that before you bet anything here, to be honest with you. And a minus 151 on the road. I know the Phillies stink, but we did get that Arizona money yesterday, so I think I'm going to pull back off it.
All right. 2 o'clock. Brewers Padres. No?
I like the Brewers here.
Okay.
Yep, Jimmy
All right.
Nelson.
Brewers are 18-20 at home. They're putting Jimmy Nelson on the mound. 4-3 with a 3.67 ERA. Going up against the Padres, they're putting Perdomo on the mound. 1-3 with a 5.16 ERA.
Fresh off the loss, and the San Diego Padres do not hit the ball at all. They average 3.7 runs per game. Brutal. Milwaukee Brewers close to 5. They're superior in most statistical categories I'm looking at. I'm going to take the Brewers to bounce back and win today.
Okay.
All right, that's where I'm at.
Cleveland Indians playing the Minnesota Twins, 2 o'clock. Trevor Bauer's taking the mound for Cleveland, 5-5 with a 5.85 ERA. Kyle Gibson is going for the Twins, 4-4 with a 6.79 ERA. Give me some thoughts.
I understand the over here. I mean, both of these pitchers have been brutal. Trevor Bauer close to 6, Kyle Gibson close to 7. You got a 10.5 number, which is always scary if you're betting overs, but I understand why. And, the Twins are more than capable of putting up a lot of runs, so that might be a good overplay.
All right.
Where you at next?
All right. We're going to go Seattle, Texas. Mariners are putting Christian Bergman on the mound. He's 3-4 with a 5.75 ERA. Darvish is going for the Rangers. And he is 6-4 with a 3.03 ERA. This game is starting at 3:05. Rangers are 20-14 at home. Mariners 13-24 on the road. Mariners do not play good on the road.
No, I got a 3-team parlay. I think I'm going to do money line. I'm going to go with the Rangers, the Brewers, and the Blue Jays. That's what I'm going to do. 3-team money line parlay with those 3 teams. I like it. Probably pays really decent too. I'm going to punch it in right now and see what it pays. Where you at next?
I like that Blue Jays team.
I think the Blue Jays are going to win today. You know what? It's a risky play.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to get it done. I really think they're going to get it done today. So we're going to go with them minus the 190. This is a 3-team money line parlay, guys. We're going to go with the minus 145 for the Brewers, and we're going to take another shot with the Rangers at the minus 190. And if we put that in, $100 pays $293. I like it, 3-1. It's a good play. And you got hedge opportunities if anything gets a little carried away. So
I'm going to hold the Rangers Brewers, but I'm going to use another team, and I think I'm going to use this team. Colorado Rockies, 3 o'clock. They're playing the San Francisco Giants. This Rockies team has been very good this season.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Which has been a surprise to a lot of people, especially me. Right now, they're 20-13 at home. San Francisco Giants stink on the road, 12-26. They're putting Blatch on the mound for them. He's 4-4 with a 4.24 ERA, which is not bad. Tyler Chatwood's going for the Rockies. He's 6-7 with a 4.16. I would replace the Blue Jays with Colorado.
It makes sense. I'm with you on that. But I don't know. I got a sneaky suspicion that the Toronto Blue Jays get it done today.
Okay.
And you know what? Minus 190, obviously, you got to put it with stuff. You just can't do it. So where else you going?
All right. 3:37, Kansas City Royals are playing the LA Angels. This game is in LA. LA's putting JC Ramirez on the mound, 6-4 with a 4.19 ERA. Jason Vargas is pitching for Kansas City, 9-3 with a 2.10 ERA. The Kansas City Royals are 15-19 on the road, and the Angels are 21-15 at home.
Kansas City's been turning around a little bit, but you know what? This game is a ugly one. I can't even think of putting my money on either spot here, to be honest with you. I mean, they started hitting the ball a little bit better, but they're still averaging under 9 runs a game. I'm sorry, under 4 runs a game. No interest. Keep it moving.
All right. 4:05, Yankees Athletics. New York Yankees need to stop the bleeding as they are on a bad losing streak now.
Big time.
16-19 on the road. Athletics are 21-13 at home. Playing pretty good baseball openers this year, especially at home anyway.
Yeah.
They're putting Cotton on the mound. He's 3-7 with the 5.52 ERA. The Yankees are going with Sessa. He's got no wins, no decisions, and he's 5.40 ERA.
And he's favored.
Because of the Yankee bats.
Yankee run line, baby. Let's get that, as Jonesy's telling me that the run lines are still hot. No doubt they are. They're great. And even those 2.5s have been working. I think the Yankees win today. It's probably another team I'm going to get down with, to be honest with you.
All right.
I'm going to go Yankees run line.
Last but not least, the Boston Red Sox.
Yes.
David Price on the mound. Red Sox are 17-19 away, down inconsistent most of the season. Price has been somewhat good, somewhat booty, all over the place. He's 1-1 with a 5.09 ERA. The Astros have been incredible. Mm-hmm. Okay. 23-15 at home. Musgrove's going for them today, 4-5 with a 4.31 ERA. Give me your thoughts on this.
Oh, man, this is a great game tonight. I just don't know what to make of David Price. He can come out and either be booty or pitch pretty damn well. Musgrove up and down this year. Houston favored minus 116. I can't do it. I can't bet this. I got enough on my plate. And Weaver's telling me that he is on the Padres over the Brewers. So I think you're wrong there, brother. But I wish I could wish you the best of luck, but I'm not.
Mr. Weave, what's going on?
Because I'm gonna be betting the Milwaukee Brewers today. That's where I'm at, Dream.
And big shouts out to him because he sat in for me yesterday. Gang, on Saturdays, I'm in class.
Dream's in class.
I'm in class.
So
There's this smoking girl in the class that I'm in, dude. I mean, and she comes in with yoga pants like every class.
For real?
Dude, it's like I can't even concentrate.
Have you made your way over to say hi yet?
I'm all over her the whole time I'm sitting there.
Oh, man. So what are you doing? You going to be doing Pilates with her?
Dude, it's ridiculous. She is ridiculous. She got tattoos everywhere. And the only thing she's got that turns me off, she got one of those nose rings, but she's got the one, not just the one in the, like the diamond in the nostril. She's got that, like that hook thing in the nose.
Oh, no.
Dude, listen to me. She's smoking. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's up with the nose hoop and things. I'm afraid if I approach her or something and take her and get her back to the crib, she would do something crazy to me, stab me or something. You know what I mean?
Don't let me find out you're teaching old people in the pool to jump up and down stuff.
She got that crazy kind of look to her. So, but I am, hey gang, I'm going personal trainer certification is something that I've always wanted to do. I'm big into fitness. I love it. I was a lot heavier at one point in my life, and I leaned it all out, and I look somewhat decent. At least I think so anyway. And I've always had a passion for that. So I'm going to give it. I'm getting involved in it. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I'm going for it. And we talk about going after your dreams on this show all the time.
Yeah.
This is like one of the things that I really have always kind of wanted to get involved with that I'm finally going after.
That's cool.
I'm learning so much, Hat. It's crazy, dude. Let me tell you something. I'm ready. I feel like I should just bounce right out of this and get just right into going ahead and trying to become a nurse, because the book work is ridiculous with this.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, dude. And I look at the book and I'm hearing, the stuff that's going on in class, and I'm saying to myself, like, the personal trainers that I know, how did they pass this? Because, like, they're not that astute.
Really?
Yeah, it's deep, man. I'm telling you, the book's huge. The book work is a lot. It's a lot of it's some hands-on that we do as well. 4 hours of the class is spent in the classroom, and the other 4 is actually in a gym. Where we're doing some things and we're figuring some things out and, working on things. I'm learning about the human body, which is crazy. Just a lot of information that I just never knew that personal trainers knew all this information. I know some do. The ones that are really good, I know that they know their crap, but you've got the other, 50,000 that are just, trying to grab a paycheck and look at the girls.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which I'll be looking at the girls too, but I will know how to get them dead right.
Well, good luck with the yoga pants, girl. Have you made your way to say hi yet?
Oh, come on, kid.
All right. How's that going?
It's going good. Nah, she's, like I said, she's just a little scary though, man. She's like got that, like, I don't know. She's got that little scary, the body's amazing. The face is incredible outside of that nose thing. Okay, face is incredible, and then she wears these glasses. But there's just that bizarre side to her. Like I said, I could just see her like in the middle of things being like, hey, take out a knife and just stab him.
Bondage, choking.
I'd be like, what?
I got it. I understand, man.
Yo, and the bondage thing, I gotta tell you too, because y'all know I'm dating now. It's no big secret. I already let you know I got divorced. So I've been dating. Yo, a lot of girls is into the S&M scene.
For real?
Dude,
are you serious?
It's ridiculous. Listen, in this past year, I have met so many chicks that are into this S&M thing, and I'm like, I'm not good with it.
No.
They like want to be tied up, want to be choked, want to be. I'm like, look, all right, look. See, I'm not gonna be in the news tomorrow, with the police about this piece.
Oh my God, can you imagine if?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You ain't catching a charge out there.
No,
somewhere.
I'm not catching no charge. I'm like, yo, the dream is lighting you up. Chick rocks.
Funny shit, man. All right.
Chicks are crazy nowadays, man. I'm telling you, if you got a chick and she's a good chick, hold it down, because the dating scene of girls out there nowadays are bizarre. Some really, really great, and then some things are really, really off the charts, puzzling. I'm talking drop dead gorgeous girls too. Talking about beat me.
Nice.
No, not nice. Dream ain't beating nobody.
Go ahead, beat him, Dream. So, all right, brother. Well, you know what? It's about that time.
Police at my house acting stupid.
Yeah. Right on, man. All right.
Let's get up out of here,
all
man.
Right, sounds good, man. I'm just putting a 14 parlay in. Blue Jays, Brewers, Yankees, Rangers. That one, $100 pays $612.
All right.
Go for it. All right. So that's it, man. So what do you got to do to close out of here, brother? Good show.
That's it, man. Get out there. If your father's still around, please get out there and give him a happy Father's Day to him. If you are a father, a happy Father's Day to you as well.
Yes.
Enjoy the day. I don't know what kind of weather we're getting in Connecticut. It could snow, it could rain, it could be sunny. It could be anything right now in Connecticut, because that's just how it goes. One day it's hot, one day it's cold. It's just crazy. Our weather is absolutely incredible out here.
Right.
Anyway, I want to thank you guys for the show. Terrence Mack, Spot Bet. We got Vegas Jack out there. Direct Sports Solution as well. Fast Eddie. Big Splee is we're gonna get him on very soon in the near future. He's been wanting to talk. Want to get him on the show very soon. So you guys could expect probably a guest every Saturday for about the next 4 weeks.
Yep.
We got Tiger Clinch in the house. I guess he put out his pitch yesterday. We're trying to get him back on the show as well. Had a little difficulty, but I am working on it. Scott Weaver, thank you so much for sitting in yesterday. Jim Rome was a douche, Terrence Mack, Cash Action Bet, Sin City Maverick, Game Changer, just to name a few. Also, my boy Irvin, big shout out to him, Vegas Girl 92661. Gang, like I said before, happy Father's Day to everybody. Hat is on the Brewers, Rangers, and you're taking the Blue Jays, right?
I'm taking the Blue Jays, yes.
Okay, and I'm subbing I'm going to run the same thing, but I'm going to sub the Blue Jays for Colorado. I'm going with Colorado Rockies. So I'm going Rockies, Rangers, Brewers.
Sounds good.
All right? Hey, always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day because you can't get this time back.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, like Dream said, happy Father's Day to everybody. Go out there. If your father's still alive, make sure you spend a little time with him. You know, mine is going to be missed and thought about all day today. So, and I'll be spending a little time with my kid and my bride and just kind of just kicking back and relaxing. So, all right, guys, we love you to death. We'll be back next Saturday. Enjoy your weekend and get that money. Let's go.